Hey, welcome back. Today we're diving into something many people don't talk about, but quietly impacts how well we age. It's about why so many older adults find it hard to live past 80. Not because of dramatic events, but because of subtle, unexpected reasons that chip away at health and vitality over time. These reasons often fly under the radar. No one points to them directly, but they quietly shorten life, and they affect more people than you might think. So if you're wondering how to live longer, healthier, and fuller past 80, this video is for you. We're going to cover 5 surprising reasons that often get missed but matter a lot. So let's get into it. Reason number 1, disconnection from natural light. It might sound simple, even trivial, but our bodies depend on natural light more than we realize. When you spend most of your days indoors under artificial light, your body clock, the circadian rhythm, starts to lose track. This rhythm controls everything from your sleep cycle to your hormone production, immune response, and even your mood. When it's out of sync, your body doesn't work as well, and that's a recipe for gradual decline. Many seniors, especially those in assisted living or nursing homes, often get very little natural sunlight. This disconnection isn't just about missing vitamin D, it's about losing the signals that tell your brain when to rest, when to be alert, and when to repair. Imagine waking up every day without a real sense of morning, without that warm sunlight that nudges you into action. Your sleep gets restless, your energy dips, and over time, these small changes pile up. I remember talking to Helen, 82, who told me how her days became blurred because she rarely went outside anymore. She said, "It felt like the days just melted together." She wasn't depressed, she just felt off. Turns out her lack of exposure to daylight had a lot to do with it. The body needs that natural rhythm to stay strong, alert, and connected. And when it doesn't get it, the systems inside start to falter. So how do you fix this? It doesn't mean you have to take long hikes or spend hours in the sun. Even 15 to 30 minutes of morning sunlight can reset your clock. Open a window, take your morning coffee outside, or simply sit by a bright window. It's an easy habit that can make a huge difference. The light signals your brain to release serotonin, which boosts mood and helps regulate melatonin, the sleep hormone, so you sleep better at night. Without this reset, the risk of insomnia, fatigue, and mood swings increases, all of which wear down your body over time. And if you're indoors most of the time, consider light therapy lamps that mimic natural sunlight, especially during winter months when daylight is scarce. It's a simple tool that can support your body clock and overall well-being. Remember, this isn't just about feeling better, it's about keeping your body's internal systems working smoothly. And that's key to living longer, stronger, past 80. Now, moving on to reason number 2, shrinking social circles. This one's heartbreaking because it sneaks up on people without warning. When friends move away, family gets busy, or mobility challenges limit your outings, your social world can shrink dramatically. And humans aren't built to thrive in isolation. Social connection is a biological need, as essential as food and water. When that connection fades, it affects not just your mental health, but your physical health too. Studies show loneliness and social isolation can raise the risk of premature death by up to 30%. That's because social isolation stresses the body, increases inflammation, weakens the immune system, and can lead to cognitive decline. Think about it. When you have people to talk to, laugh with, or just share your day, it boosts your brain chemistry in positive ways. Dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins get released, which all help protect your body from stress. Without that, the body stays in a chronic state of low-level stress that can quietly erode health. I met a man named Harold, 85, who lived alone after his wife passed. His kids lived far away, and his friends had moved on. He told me, "Some days I just didn't have anyone to say a word to." Over time, he stopped going to the community center, and his health began to slip. It wasn't a sudden illness. It was the gradual withering of connection that drained his energy and will to move forward. The good news: rebuilding social ties isn't impossible, even later in life. You don't need a huge network. Even 1 or 2 meaningful connections can make a huge difference. It might be a weekly phone call with a grandchild, joining a small book club, volunteering at a local charity, or chatting with a neighbor over the fence. The key is regular, positive social interaction that reminds your body and brain that you matter, that you belong. That feeling, belonging, is like medicine for the body, a secret ingredient for longevity. Now let's talk about reason number 3, Unnoticed chronic inflammation. This one's tricky because it's invisible and sneaky. Inflammation is your body's natural defense against injury or infection. But when it becomes chronic, like a low-burning fire inside you, it starts damaging tissues and organs slowly over time. And this kind of silent inflammation is a major factor in many age-related diseases that shorten lifespan. Things like heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and even Alzheimer's. What makes it so dangerous is that it often flies under the radar. You might not feel pain or symptoms at first, but inside, your body is under constant attack. It's like a slow leak that eventually drains your strength. I remember a friend, Linda, in her late 70s, who always felt tired but chalked it up to just getting old. Later, she was diagnosed with chronic inflammation related to early arthritis, which explained the fatigue and aches. If caught early, lifestyle changes can reduce this inflammation, but many people don't realize how big a role it plays in aging poorly. So what causes this hidden inflammation? It's often linked to diet, lack of movement, chronic stress, and even sleep problems. Processed foods, sugary drinks, and unhealthy fats feed this fire. On the flip side, foods rich in antioxidants, like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and fatty fish, help cool it down. Regular gentle exercise, even just walking, has powerful anti-inflammatory effects too. Stress is a huge culprit here. Chronic stress floods your body with cortisol and other chemicals that keep the inflammation turned on. It's one reason why people who are lonely or anxious have worse health outcomes. The connection between mind and body is real and profound. Practicing relaxation techniques, meditation, or even simple deep breathing can calm the nervous system and lower inflammation over time. And don't forget, sleep. Deep, restful sleep is when your body repairs and resets. Without enough good sleep, inflammation gets worse. Older adults often struggle with insomnia or fragmented sleep, which can unintentionally fan the flames. Simple steps like sticking to a sleep schedule, reducing screen time before bed, and creating a dark, quiet sleeping environment can help restore those healing hours. Next, reason number 4, muscle loss, or sarcopenia, as doctors call it. Muscle mass naturally declines as we age, but many people underestimate how important maintaining muscle is to long-term health. Losing muscle doesn't just mean feeling weaker or less steady. It affects your metabolism, your balance, and even your immune system. Less muscle means less strength to fight infections or recover from illnesses. I talked with Mark, 79, who told me, "I thought muscle loss was just part of getting old, but then I realized it was making me more prone to falls and infections." Once he started simple resistance exercises and increased his protein intake, he noticed big improvements. Muscle helps you stay independent and active, and it's essential for overall longevity. The good news is, you don't have to become a bodybuilder. Even small amounts of strength training, like lifting light weights, resistance bands, or bodyweight exercises done regularly, can slow down or reverse muscle loss. Combine that with protein-rich meals, and you're giving your body what it needs to stay strong. Walking alone isn't enough. Adding some resistance is key. Finally, reason number 5, hidden loss of purpose or meaning. This one is deeply emotional, but incredibly important. Many older adults lose their sense of purpose after retirement, after children move away, or after losing a lifelong partner. Without that sense of purpose, motivation fades, and with it, the will to stay active, engaged, and healthy. Psychologists have found that having a clear purpose in life strongly correlates with longer life expectancy. It influences mental health, stress levels, and even physical health outcomes. Think about people you know who are in their 80s or 90s but still have a project, a hobby, or a mission that drives them. They tend to have better health and resilience. Finding or maintaining purpose in later life can be as simple as volunteering, mentoring younger people, starting a new hobby, or even caring for a pet. It doesn't have to be grand. It just has to give your days meaning. Take Ruth, for example, an 82-year-old woman who started teaching art classes at her community center after retirement. She says, "I feel alive and needed, and that keeps me going." That kind of positive outlook fuels healthier habits and even lowers inflammation and stress hormones. Another important aspect of purpose is staying socially connected. Humans are social creatures. Isolation and loneliness hit older adults hard and quietly chip away at their health. Studies link loneliness to higher risks of heart disease, dementia, and depression. It can literally shorten your life by as much as smoking or obesity. Staying connected with friends, family, or community groups helps keep your mind sharp and your heart strong. Even in the age of technology, a simple phone call, video chat, or participating in group activities makes a huge difference. If you find it difficult to get out, there are often local groups or online communities focused on senior interests. Now let's circle back briefly to a theme running through all 5 reasons: prevention and awareness. Most older adults who struggle to live past 80 don't realize how much these hidden factors are at play in their lives. It's easy to blame old age when, in fact, many of these problems can be prevented or managed with the right knowledge and support. Healthcare providers often focus on treating obvious diseases, but miss the silent forces like chronic inflammation or loss of purpose that quietly erode health. That's why being proactive is so crucial. Regular checkups, honest conversations about mental and physical health, and small lifestyle changes add up over time. For example, getting screened for inflammatory markers, working with a physical therapist or trainer to maintain muscle, adjusting diet to reduce processed foods, managing stress through mindfulness, and staying socially engaged are all steps that can extend quality of life. It's about tuning into your body and mind, not just waiting for symptoms to appear. Also, family members and caregivers play a huge role. Sometimes older adults don't want to admit they're struggling or feel ashamed. Encouraging open communication, helping find new activities, or just spending time together can be life-saving. You don't have to be a doctor to make a difference. One last point before we move into practical tips and daily habits: understanding the difference between lifespan and health span. Lifespan is how long you live, but health span is how long you live well, without chronic pain, disability, or dependency. Most of us want to maximize health span, not just add years to life. So now that we've identified these 5 unexpected reasons why many older adults struggle to live past 80, let's talk about what you can do starting today. The first thing is to listen to your body. Really listen. That means noticing when you feel unusually tired, stiff, or down emotionally, and not brushing it off as just getting old. Your body sends signals because it needs something: more movement, better nutrition, emotional support, or rest. Next, focus on movement every day. You don't need to run marathons, but regular activity like walking, stretching, light strength exercises, or even dancing improves circulation, boosts mood, strengthens muscles, and reduces inflammation. I've met many seniors who credit their daily walks or yoga classes for their energy and zest for life. One woman I met, Betty, 79, told me, "I started walking every morning with my dog, and it's the best decision I ever made. I sleep better, my joints feel less stiff, and I'm more social because I chat with neighbors on the route." That kind of simple habit builds resilience and slows aging. Then, pay close attention to your diet. Reducing processed foods, cutting back on sugar and salt, and eating plenty of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can help reduce chronic inflammation and keep your immune system strong. Vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, magnesium, and omega-3 fatty acids are especially important for seniors. If you're unsure where to start, consider seeing a nutritionist or your doctor to create a personalized plan. And don't underestimate the power of hydration. Drinking enough water helps every system in your body work better. Next is mental and emotional health. This means making space to express your feelings, whether it's grief, loneliness, or frustration. Bottling up emotions quietly harms your body in ways you might not notice at first. Having someone to talk to, a trusted friend, family member, counselor, or support group, can help you process emotions and relieve stress. Mindfulness practices, meditation, or even journaling can also create healthy outlets. Remember George, the man who lost his wife of 60 years? If he had found ways to express his grief sooner, some of his physical decline might have been avoided. Another key to thriving past 80 is maintaining social connections. Loneliness is a silent killer for many older adults. Finding community through clubs, religious groups, volunteering, or social events helps maintain mental sharpness and emotional well-being. Even simple routines like a weekly phone call to a friend or a daily greeting to neighbors create bonds that matter deeply. Social engagement literally helps your brain stay young and your heart stay strong. Finally, let's talk about daily purpose and routines. Having small, meaningful activities anchors your day. This could be as simple as caring for a plant, setting a time to read, or volunteering in some way. Purpose fuels motivation and keeps your body systems engaged. Ruth's story from earlier is a perfect example. Her postcards, soup making, and watching neighborhood kids gave her days rhythm and meaning. You don't need a grand purpose. just something consistent that makes you feel needed and alive. When these pieces come together, body movement, nutrition, emotional health, social connection, and purpose, you build a powerful foundation for aging well. It's never too late to start, and small changes make a big difference over time. Now let's talk about a few common misconceptions that hold many seniors back from living longer, healthier lives. One big myth is that aches and pains are just a normal part of getting old, and there's nothing you can do about them. The truth is, while some wear and tear is natural, a lot of discomfort can be managed or even improved with the right care, movement, and nutrition. Don't accept pain as your destiny. Another myth is that it's too late to change habits. I've seen people start walking, improve their diet, and reconnect socially well into their 70s and 80s, and it transformed their health. It's never too late to add years to your life and life to your years. One practical tip is to create a simple daily checklist for yourself. It might include, did I drink enough water? Did I move my body for at least 30 minutes? Did I connect with someone today? Did I eat at least 5 servings of fruits or veggies? Did I spend time doing something I love? These small daily wins build a lifetime of resilience. If you're struggling with motivation, try finding a buddy to join you. This accountability partner can help you stay consistent, whether it's a walking friend, a neighbor, or a family member. Social support makes healthy habits stick. And for those with chronic health conditions, don't hesitate to ask your healthcare provider for tailored advice. Managing diseases like diabetes, arthritis, or heart issues well can drastically improve your quality of life and longevity. Remember, managing stress is also key. Chronic stress floods your body with harmful hormones that wear down your organs and immune system. Activities like deep breathing, gentle yoga, hobbies, or even listening to music can help calm your nervous system. Let me share a quick story. My friend Helen was diagnosed with high blood pressure at 75. She started daily walks and meditation and found her blood pressure dropped significantly after just a few months. Her energy came back and she felt younger. Another surprising fact is that sleep, which many older adults struggle with, is absolutely vital. Poor sleep accelerates inflammation and cognitive decline. Creating a relaxing bedtime routine, limiting screen time before bed, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule can dramatically improve your rest. And finally, don't overlook the power of positive mindset and gratitude. Studies show people who focus on what they're thankful for tend to live longer, healthier lives. Start or end your day by thinking about 3 things you appreciate, no matter how small. So in summary, these 5 unexpected reasons quietly shorten life after 80: chronic inflammation, muscle loss, poor sleep, loneliness, and loss of purpose can be tackled with awareness, simple habits, and community support. You have the power to change your trajectory, starting today by listening to your body, moving daily, eating well, nurturing emotional health, staying socially connected, and living with purpose. Aging is a journey, and with the right tools, it can be a vibrant and fulfilling one. As we wrap up, remember, living past 80 with energy and joy isn't just about genetics or luck. It's about how you treat your body, your mind, and your heart every single day. Small choices add up. 1 extra glass of water, 1 more conversation, 1 more step outside. These moments build a life worth living. I want to remind you that none of us are alone in this journey. Aging can sometimes feel isolating, but it's a shared human experience. Reach out, find your community, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Connection is medicine, and it's free. You might wonder, what if I've already lost my routines, my friends, my motivation? It's never too late to start fresh. Try 1 new habit this week: a short walk, a phone call, a new hobby. Give yourself permission to grow and heal. Many of the most vibrant people I've met in their 80s and beyond didn't have perfect health, but they had a fierce determination to stay engaged, to keep learning, to keep loving. That inner fire makes all the difference. Here's a quick exercise for you. Take a moment right now and think about 1 simple thing you can do tomorrow to reconnect with your purpose. Maybe it's watering a plant, calling a loved one, or just sitting quietly and breathing deeply. Write it down if you want to. Commit to it. When you act with intention, your body and mind respond. You start sending signals of vitality throughout your system. Those small steps lead to bigger changes, and soon enough, you'll notice your energy rising and your mood lifting. Finally, don't forget to celebrate your progress. Every day you choose to care for yourself, every time you allow yourself to feel, to move, to connect, you are winning. This isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. If you found these insights helpful, please leave a comment below sharing which of the 5 reasons surprised you the most or what you plan to do differently starting today. Your story matters and could inspire someone else to take action too. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We're here to support you with more tips, stories, and encouragement as you navigate this amazing stage of life. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, you have more power than you realize to shape your aging journey. Stay curious, stay connected, and most importantly, stay kind to yourself. Here's to living beyond 80, fully and deeply, on your own terms. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.